Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Genshin Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. Don't worry, just get some rest.
Stabilize!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the
There is now no poison left in his system. But recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baishu, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems that, unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember...
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after...
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyal...
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for...
Yes, to be quite honest, when I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden... I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. In the end, even I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Zhi now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you...
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien? Yeon? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Zhi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger, Regrator, got involved. The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away, but knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan. I remember you showed some interest a few days...
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face... Alright, I'm done here.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, but I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too... Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. If you have any more questions...
Osm.
I will have order. Gather!
Hold the line!
Fall before me!
There! Oh, coming through! Ha! Ha! Attaboy! Ha! Ha! Can't catch me. Can't catch me. catch me!
What's my rule? Solidify!
Allow me!
This is order!
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Incoming!
And you! This isn't over!
Hold the line! Torrent, bring refuge!
Gather!
There! Who wants some of this?
I will cut down like this.
Any peace resulting from this truce will be short-lived.
Stabilize!
Rest and rebuild!
Let's roll!
This will do!
Crumble! Order guide you! Attaboy! Oni coming through!
Fall before me!
Bam!
insolent shall be punished.
Let's roll! Yeah!
Speed of light! Nowhere to hide. Ha, don't blink! Hey! Where are you? Hey! Impertinent fool! Be
This
gone!
is order!
Speed of light! With sword comes shadow. Mercy! Don't blink! Gotcha! Incoming! Out of my sight! This is Her Majesty's gift!
Winter, shall eventually come.
Solidify! Let's get down to business!
Hold the line! Billowing surge!
Now this! It's showtime! Attaboy! Order guide! Now this!
The fairy. Finally, I keep.
Let's roll! Stabilize!
That won't work.
Solidify!
Rest and rebuild!
Attaboy! I'm on a roll. Woohoo!
It's my lucky day.
Stabilize!
Hold the line!
I'm ready.
Speed of light! Hey! Nowhere to hide! Don't blink!
This is order! Rise! Oh, coming through!
You!
Bam!
I to the fairy.
Ha!
I to the fairy.
Ha! Let's roll! I will have order! Attaboy! Can't catch me!
Allow me!
Can't catch me! Can't catch me! Can't catch me! Can't catch me! Can't catch me!
Torrent, bring
Bam! Who wants some of this? Attaboy!
quake!
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Solidify! I'm ready! Order guide you!
Rest and rebuild! Cut to the chase! Speed of light!
It's over!
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide!
Oh, coming through! Let's roll! Crumble! I will have order! Bam! Attaboy!
I'm ready.
Stabilize!
Hold the line! Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
It's over! One
Don't blink.
strike will suffice!
Speed of light! Hey! Incoming!
Solidify! This will do! Let's roll!
Who wants some of this?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Quake!
Where do you want to go next? You'd like to see Liyue's tourist spot. I have a few references.
Allow me! Don't blink! Incoming! Cut to the chase! Don't blink!
Attaboy! This is order. Let's roll! Take this! Attaboy!
It's over! One destroyed.
Incoming! Nowhere to hide!
Oh, coming through! Let's roll!
This will end you!
Bam! Gather!
Hold the line!
Face my blade!
I will have order. Attaboy!
I'm ready!
Stabilize. It's showtime!
This will do!
Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. Real men don't carry umbrellas. Oh boy, wow, it's really starting to pick up. Quick, come on, get yours out. Come on, quick. The sky is clear and the sun is shining. Time to get the Yoni Kabuto out for some training. Come on, little guy, let's go. Real men don't carry umbrellas. Oh boy, wow, it's really starting to pick up. Quick, come on, get yours out. Come on, quick. The sky is clear and the sun is shining. Time to get the Yoni Kabuto out for some training. Come on, little guy, let's go.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Can't catch me. Toys for the boys!
Gather!
Rust and rebuild! Billowing
The sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Let's roll! Oni coming through!
Stabilize! This is order.
Don't blink. Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Manthus wine tastes the same.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Fact. Something that catches your eye. I guess I'll post an expedition at the Adventurers Guild. It's been getting quite busy recently. That's wine, aren't you? A radish veggie.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Really is fascinating. Genshin album. It truly is.
Hold the line! Speed of light! Don't blink! With sword comes shadow!
Bam! Yeah!
Solidify!
I will have order.
Let's roll!
Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Okay, that one hurt.
Stabilize!
made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to the... Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little... Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Oh, wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even when we get the chance, we'll just... Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet.
Can't catch me.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but, it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to... Oh! It's coming from that sensor over there. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything. What's happening? Traveler? Sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a...
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you... Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes... So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on... Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out. So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd set up. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse. Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? But Paimon knows we're... Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tighnari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But, oh, Paimon gets it now. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up, but it seems like asking Tighnari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should... Good idea! Call it... Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
All right, next let's see right hand. But please remember that you still need to be...
Yep.
Look, Kale...
But I have a vision...
Don't talk like that. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since what...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale, and if you're feeling up...
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be...
Yes, you... So, Kale, what exactly are we going to... Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now?
Well, a forest ranger's responsibility handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fight. As for Master, well, yeah, today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way. Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Arch?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's... According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary.
Uh-huh.
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not...
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's...
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Anyway...
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that there's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for... If you ask me, she's a prime example... sorry.
Paimon thought the... So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch in one letter. I knew you t-
so...
Yep, so I wish I could tell you...
That's alright. You've already helped us...
Oh, I'm happy that was... So that's why you're here.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all.
You both have my...
Looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or the name does seem to fit the statue some. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work! That's one clean statue!
Be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a...
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey! Don't be a party pooper! It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops!
Ah, no! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh. Those pitas are amazing! Thank goodness.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the
Yay! Thanks!
Oh!
So, Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything.
No, you've got the wrong idea about I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their... Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called... Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, but Master declines their offers every... See, Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on In fact,
Really? Paimon would have never guessed. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why, is he going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even just... Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. Oh.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a...
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back!
Oh, Kale? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about...
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could...
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some... Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She... I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been...
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her... All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about... So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale, but she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wished...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted...
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form... At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is, with appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, nevertheless, Kale's mother...
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry.
She doesn't need to apologize.
Well said. Kale once thought...
Don't worry, Tainari.
Well, it's not too... Though, she was interested. Her stamina has... All right. Now that I...
Yeah!
All right.
No problem.
Let's go then.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh! Huh. Okay then.
Incoming.
Allow me.
Crumble!
We should make the most of these supplies.
Got a problem you can't solve.
Take heart. Victory.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Yeah.
Alright, you've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name!
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at
What's going on?
We just discovered a
The Withering is back? But can you tell me the exact...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any...
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away.
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let us...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar. There's a unique type of... The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rain... As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to...
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location, and then only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry...
Don't worry,
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, we typically only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today. Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the Withering. All right, Traveler. We're going to have to enter that Withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the Withering Zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering Zone.
Order guide you. Quake!
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Covenants of the Deep.
Solidify!
Attaboy! Can't catch me.
Just sharpen my spear. Into the fire. Gooba, get them! Nice and spicy. Gooba, get them! Race you!
Gather! Let's roll! Cha!
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Let's roll!
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering. Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but what?
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone... If that simply meant more work for me, then... For instance, even though this presents a crisis for the... And most disturbingly...
Huh?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, no, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. By the way, have you... Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically... I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. All right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of...
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh. Wait, is that... Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So...
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler...
Let's find out. Here, so, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that... And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving, because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire... My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you... Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she could play...
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
Liyue Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship. Let's move out.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Eat water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway. over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Can't catch me. It's showtime! Can't catch me.
Just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Solidify!
Hold the line!
This is order. Attaboy!
Stabilize!
Allow me! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink!
Who wants some of this? Let's roll!
Rise!
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
We meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such... Bow before the abyss.
Solidify!
Rest and rebuild!
Bam!
It's a roar!
I will have order.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Hey! Don't blink.
Oni coming through! Let's roll! Stabilize! Attaboy!
It's a roar!
Allow me! Turn! Bring round here!
Quake! Bam! Rise! Order guide you!
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Hold the line!
bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence, the bonds of love and... But don't you fret now. Today will be your last.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick!
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Anyways... Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips.
I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my...
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order...
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendroarch. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his Sorry about that. Sounds like...
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature Sweet Madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from...
beginnings.
Gooba, get them!
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we... Oh, it smells amazing!
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without...
So why does this incense allow people to...
The ingredients used to make Spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a...
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spirit-born ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spirit-born ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile.
Whoa! You're really serious about this whole thing.
I am as a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the... Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to achieve... I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers assume sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of incense. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, the sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties,
Those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, but then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall back then. I was foolish and ignorant as any... just be sure...
So, do you have any thoughts about...
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any... If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my savior.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright, and had the chance to ask her some questions...
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a Forest Watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a Forest Watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know, once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amurta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But that's right. Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting...
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever...
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
bracelet up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy. A treasure trove. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and here are your Akasha terminals. Please?
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to... May the... Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it! Oh, that'll come in real handy!
Exactly. That is the power of the... And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can... 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from... Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking... Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but... Paimon's brain is... Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? Because we're Outlanders, and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not quite... You too... Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the... Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us. He's from Sumeru, and even has a... Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me.
You see, Tainari sent us here, and...
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month...
Here, this is a...
Oh, let me... Seems even tied up.
We want to meet with...
You mean you want to meet... Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's... The Dendro Archon...
but...
And besides, in this world, take me for example. Don't mention it. If you two... Hey, come on!
Oh, so what do we do now? Huh? Like who? Oh, you're...
Handed all the cumbersome lists again.
Take heart. Victory will be...